The B-HEX 23-gauge forceps, or B-HEX Forceps, from Med-Invent Devices, is a necessary accessory for using the B-HEX Pupil Expander. It is made of titanium and is reusable. The B-HEX Forceps may also be used for other anterior segment surgeries, including scleral fixation of IOLs. It is ergonomically designed for anterior segment surgery. The jaws open in a plane perpendicular to that of the squeeze handle, and the stalk is curved and short. A vitreoretinal forceps is not suited for this purpose. The B-HEX forceps is supplied in a hard case. The case should be placed on a table before removing the rubber band and transparent cover, so that the forceps does not drop out. Please read the instructions and share it with your operation theater support staff. The genuine B-HEX forceps can be identified by the B-HEX and Med-Invent Devices trademarks. The Teflon cap is autoclavable. Except when in use, the forceps should be capped at all times with this Teflon cap. The cap has a funnel shape with a wide end and a narrow end. The B-HEX forceps should be capped as demonstrated here, to ensure that the delicate jaws and stalk are not damaged. The narrow end is always slid over the forceps jaws first. First, the jaws are closed by squeezing the handle. Then, the narrow end of the plastic cap is slid over the closed jaws and stalk. The narrow end of the cap must be slid all the way to cover the squeeze arms of the handle, till it stops. This ensures that the jaws remain closed even after the squeeze arms are released. If the cap is placed short of the squeeze arms, it remains loose, and will drop off during shifting or autoclaving, rendering the forceps vulnerable to damage. Moreover, the jaws remain open and have greater chance of getting damaged by striking the wall of the cap. Also, after a few autoclaves, the narrow end of the Teflon cap shrinks slightly, and then does not slide over the squeeze arms. Though the cap now fits tightly, capping and uncapping is a struggle. Once again, the jaws remain open and can get damaged. Never slide the wider end of the cap first. The cap remains loose-fitting, and the forceps will slip through, leaving the jaws exposed. There is also a chance of the jaws hitting the internal stop of the cap. Thorough cleaning is mandatory, as viscoelastic gets caked inside the tubular stalk and damages the forceps. After use, the B-HEX forceps should be immersed in demineralized or distilled water for 15 minutes, followed by repeated squeezing of the handle so that residual viscoelastic is washed out. The B-HEX forceps may be cleaned in an ultrasonic bath too. The forceps is to be dried well before storage. The B-HEX forceps is to be capped with the Teflon cap and placed on the silicone mat of the sterilizing tray. It should be separate from other metal instruments and there should be no movement or rubbing against other instruments. To purchase the B-HEX forceps or for any other information on B-HEX Pupil Expander, please contact our office on 90511 12020 or info@medinventdevices.com.